How have you been anyway?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you?
Yeah. Same old shit, innit?
I think it's this just time of the year. I just can't be fucking arsed.
What, summer holidays?
Yeah, I just think because for me, like with my business, because I'm so heavily on seasonal shit like Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's, Easter, St. Patrick's, blah blah. So from sort of like September up until about now, it's non-stop, and it gets to like now, and obviously there's not going on apart from summer. So I think I go into a bit of like a shell shock thing, like.
I've been all right for sales, actually. Yeah, I've had a shop order, so I'm buzzing.
Oh, you had a shop order?
Yeah, for me deep throats.
I think they do love a deep throat, dogs. People just need to give their dogs a chance and give them a deep throat.
We're going to end up on a register, aren't we? Right, fuck it.
We are going to be on some kind of a register.
No.
But if you're listening, welcome to episode 2 and give your dogs a deep throat.
I can't even laugh about it because, I can't.
Oh, you've got to laugh. It's what's part of it. I've laughed today putting some of the badges on my boards and just thinking, do you know, if I could think back to my 15-year-old self sitting in a room with the careers officer when they ask you what you want to be when you're older.
Oh, yeah. What did you say you wanted to be?
I think I just wanted to be an actress or a singer, and they didn't like that. They didn't like that, and it was like, well, you know, have you got a backup plan? And I was like, no, because that's all I've thought about since I fell in love with Kylie and Jason. Oh. Like, I just couldn't think of anything, and she was like, come on, what do you enjoy? And out of thin air, I plucked out of all the fucking careers. I plucked out midwife.
The fuck?
But it shut her up. She was like, all right, okay, well, right, yes, okay, so we could look into midwifery. And I'm like, what the fuck? How have I gone from wanting to be a singer and now you're forcing me to stick my hand up fannies for a living, pull babies out?
Do you know what? I was 18. No. I was 18 years old at college when I found out that you poo when you have a baby. I didn't know that.
I found that out just from friends having babies. I found most things out. The older that I got when friends were having babies, hearing the stories, pooing yourself and your fanny splitting open to your asshole was enough for me.
Do you know what? They deserve it though for fucking breeding. There shouldn't be fucking. There's enough kids.
Anyway, if I have not said it already, welcome to episode 2. And I've got my biscuits. What biscuits have you got this week?
Oh, right. Fucking rich tea.
Oh.
I think that's why I'm a bit low, to be honest, because I've got like fucking shit plain biscuits. I've let myself go on the first hurdle. Why have you got?
Again, just a dodgy. I don't know what was going through my mind. Again, Asda's. I blame Asda's, but I was looking at all the biscuits and thought, do you know what? I mean, there's going to be a lot of these, hopefully. I'm going to make my way through the whole biscuit aisle of Asda's, but I've gone for malted milk.
Oh!
But milk chocolate.
Oh.
And if I'm going to be honest with you, I love a malted milk, and I love chocolate, but this is just, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've eaten 3/4 of the packet.
You give it a go. For scientific purposes.
I'm not a fan, but I'll eat them.
I don't even feel like eating my biscuits today. I think we peaked at episode 1. I'm done.
The other problem is that it's warm, and so the fucking chocolate's sticking.
Ah, yeah. I think I'll have to get party rings next week because I think that's part of why I just can't be asked.
Well, I tell you what I was going to get, and I might get them for next week, but I like to keep a bit of an element of surprise biscuit. But pink wafer, that's what I was going to get.
Well, yeah, they're all right then, but they changed, didn't they? Because they've changed to Pink Panther wafers now, haven't they?
Have they?
Yeah. Do you know what standard fucking biscuit is? Party rings, pink wafers, and a watered down orange Kiora in a white plastic cup.
Right, yeah.
That's like kids' parties in it with their spotties.
Yeah. He went to a posh party, there'd be iced gems as well.
Oh, listen, hey, do you know what? I must have been very posh because I had them in my packed lunch.
Oh, did you? That is posh.
To be fair though, my dad's still working 3 jobs to pay it off, and I'm 37 now, so
Getting off the ice gems.
took advantage of the credit boom in the 90s, I think, and the fucking footman. What have you been up to this week?
Not really been up to anything. Just it's been shit boring. I keep maybe next week I'll have a. Well, actually, we went for a walk on Sunday. There's like this really nice park about 2 miles away, and it's really random because it's like obviously a city, and then this park's like huge, and it's got like a lake and everything. Just doesn't seem like it fits where it is.
Oh.
But loads of people have been like telling me there's a dog park there, so at the bottom of it there's like an enclosed space, so I wanted to go and see that, so we did. And it's weird because there's people there must have been some sort of dachshund meet, because there was loads of dachshunds, and then there was loads of people standing around the outside like watching people with their dogs, like some sort of sexual pervert. It was weird. I just feel like this is a bit weird.
Did you spot me there? Was I there in the crowd taking pictures?
You know, if I was standing around the park with the kids playing in, that would be deemed
yeah, it's like going to a park.
That'd be deemed wrong. But if you go and stand around watching the dogs in the park, that's, you know.
To be fair, at least you've left the house. All I've done is click refresh on this bastard podcast to see how many people would listen to it.
Well, the point of me telling you that is that I plan to this week go there at least twice, because the dogs would love that. The dogs are so social. The place where I take them to, the field, it's nice enough, and generally it's quiet, so I don't really have to see anyone. Because I can't stand small talk. I just
fucking hell, so... you're fucked on this then, aren't you? Fucking hell.
This isn't small talk. But there's like, yeah, I think there's a guy who's got a dog that we see regularly. I better not say his name in case he's listening. He won't be listening.
No one's listening, mate. Mind you, we said that last week, and at least fucking on, so.
But Frank loves him. It's a black Labrador, and they always like run, and they love each other, and I can't deny him of that 5 minutes of happiness. And then I've got to like talk about the weather, or I don't fucking know, it's cold in it, or it's cold in it, it's cold today.
It's either too cold, too rainy, and then it's like, oh, it's too hot, oh, wish, you know.
Too warm, too rainy. And then usually, like, because people dump shit on the park, so I usually has a whinge about that, and I'm like, move on, because I can't cope with it.
You know, it's that turmoil though, where like you love the dog but not the person attached to it, and it's like,
it's like, but the thing is, like everyone we see is lovely, like really nice. They're all really nice people. Nobody's like, oh, he's a bit of a dick. It's just, I just can't be arsed. I just can't. Like, if you could just like power dogs in the middle and let them play with each other, and then, you know, like this place that I found. So I'm going to go there, and then hopefully we can make some new friends, and I can.
Oh, that'd be good. I do. I need to start them back up again. I've not done the past couple of months. Like little dog social parties in the field and things like that and stuff. Get all the toys set up and things like that, and little. No, I love all that, mate. I love dogs having fun.
I love the dogs.
I just fucking love dogs.
I just want to touch the dogs. I must have bought about 5 or 6 notebooks, because every time I buy one and put notes in it, I lose it, and then I think, fuck, I'll have to go buy another notepad because I can't find. So I've got about 10 notepads lying around with notes in, and I think every single one of them has like something different in that you know, that I wanted to talk about. So I found 2 of them. So you know, it's not all a loss, and I'm just looking at what I've written down of what's gone on in the week. And the 2 things for me is I've got Frank, shit and glitter, and Frank and the dummy. So that's my 2 stories for this week for my dogs. Has your dogs been up to anything?
You very nearly didn't get a story. I thought I killed Bisto. Fucking.
Didn't your dog nearly die last week as well?
There's a bit of a theme here every fucking time. Fucking, I killed one of them. I thought they were dead. No, if you can't tell from the fucking shit monotone way I'm talking and lack of fucking enthusiasm for the whole podcast in general, my mental health. Did I mention last time I'm not well? But as
Not
part,
that. Are you still not well?
it's not that well. But as part of that, like I'm not getting to bed. I'm sleeping on the couch and stuff. And it's
Right.
to be fair, I've been sad since I was about 6 and I couldn't get a Mr. Frosty. It's sort of spiraled since then.
Yes, I can.
Oh, I've upset myself now thinking about Mr. Frosty. But no, anyway, I've got this habit of sleeping on the couch and stuff. And I woke up with him under my arse. Don't know how, don't know why, but he was under my bum. And so I've lifted my bum up. He was just staring back at me, and I thought, fucking hell, he's dead. But no, he was just sleeping with his eyes open. Honey will do it as well, like she'll sleep with her eyes open. I'm sure I've left the gas on. There must be something. But she'll dream in her sleep, and like their eyes are fucking going like proper skits all around the room and that, and you're like, fucking, what are they seeing? But no.
Yeah, Brenda does it. Frank does it. Frank does, like, he carries on, like, does all the squealing and stuff. But he doesn't, I don't notice his eyes open, but Brenda does. Brenda fucking, she's possessed when she's dreaming. Her eyes are like having a party.
Oh, little love. It's not a seizure. You don't know, do you?
Sorry, just a seizure. It's all right.
But what's the one where they say they're dreaming of rabbits, isn't it? It's like they've never seen a fucking rabbit in their life. It's like, how would they say they're rabbit? But I'm trying to think what I've done this week besides frigging feel sorry for myself.
It does. This is exciting as life gets.
I know people are listening to this.
I know. I'll tell you about Frank and the dummy. Yeah, we were on the park, and we sort of do it's like a big massive field, but we only do half of it. And there was a man carrying this little child. To me, children all just look the same. I always just think they're all fucking two. So I don't know.
Interrupt you there. This happened to me with the stepkid at fucking at primary school. I was watching an assembly, and I was watching the wrong kid all the way through the fucking assembly. I've got photographs of someone else's child at a fucking assembly because I thought it was her. Oh, sorry, I've interrupted your story.
No, it's fine. No. And I don't know. I can't age kids. But anyway, this kid was like toddling, looked like it had just learnt to walk. And I don't even know what the guy was. It looked like a granddad, but I'm sure he said it was his dad. Anyway, you can't judge, can you?
Sounds like you have, Kerry.
I've judged. If I could tell you what I was really thinking, but I can't because we'll get cancelled. This little kid, he put the kid on the floor, and it was doing its like, toddling about as they do. And I can always see, I can see the future before it happens. It had like a dummy on like a string hanging around his neck, and the dummy came to at least sort of like it got quite low down, and I could just see Frank, like, even though he's in wheels, don't be fooled, and he can't fucking walk because his back legs don't. He beelined across the park like a fucking whippet, and I thought, oh Christ. He gets excited by kids anyway, but I know that he saw that dummy, and for his life he went for it. It was amazing. He just literally grabbed hold of the dummy from the teat, like, and he just would not let go of it. And it's like, fuck, what do you do? What do you do? What is that? I'm gonna go mad because I know Frank. He just, if he's got something in his mouth, he's not letting go. He is not letting go of it for the love and the money. Unless you've got treats, and I didn't have any treats.
Yeah, but if that fella kicks off on Frank, it's a hate crime because he's disabled. So
exactly.
You can't say nothing. Did you not get to keep it?
I didn't get to keep it. It would have been brilliant if he pulled it off the kid's neck. The kid obviously started screaming, and then the fella picked the kid up.
Oh, I hate that with dogs. When if your dog was running towards another dog or whatever. I know everyone kicks off when that happens, but fuck it, the dogs, aren't they?
Yeah.
Few 35 complaints about dog behaviour and aggression. But,
but have you not been out in a park and then there's a fucking dog coming at you, full pelt, and you think, Christ, because obviously everybody's dog's owner's nightmare is seeing a dog get attacked. It's just the worst thing ever. And I've had it a few times where there's a dog coming towards you and you just think, oh, this is it. This is the end. If either me or all of us, this is the end. Because let's be honest, especially with my two, they don't stand a chance at all. Frank definitely doesn't, but at least he's got a bit of armour with his wheels.
Yeah, it's normally the other way around with me. I'm the one that goes running towards the dog. The dogs are terrified for that. But, I've had our honey nearly push a lad into a pond, a little boy.
Brilliant.
She's being half pug, she's half food centric. And there was a fella with his little lad throwing bread into the pond with enough of the ducks and that. And honey locked onto it and got launched the lad. He did fall over, God love him. But the fella was sound, like, do you know what I mean? He didn't kick off for nothing, so yeah.
I know.
I'm not feeling this today, are you?
It's all right, yeah, it's all right.
Oh.
It's all right, because I can smell barbecues outside as well, and that's making me want some sausages.
No, I forgot to have my biscuits, you know, I'm just giving them a go now.
Yeah, I put mine out of arm's reach, which won't stop me. I'll still get myself then.
They're so fucking dry though. It's like chewing on a fucking brick or something. I don't know, horrible.
You've got to at least have a cup of tea with them, haven't you?
It's like you're punished. It's like you're punished for being poor though, isn't it? It's like, well, you shall have the shit biscuits. Like, fuck.
It's like rich tea or digestives.
I've just cottoned on more. Rich tea, only for the poor. Tell you what, I need to get into marketing or something. I think that might no fucking.
I've got some stories as well. People have sent me some stories in. They generally seem to be around dogs eating each other's shit or humping shit, which is what was to be expected, really.
Love a good shit story. Have you checked the emails yet?
No, I didn't get around to doing that.
Tell you what, hang on.
There's probably thousands in there, isn't there?
I'll have a look
you
now.
Get in it.
Hang on. Let's have a look. Oh fuck. Lipstick's dog shoe at Gmail. I forgot the password. Oh, for fuck. Hang on. We need a bit of music. Just I should have done this before, shouldn't I? Hang on. Tell you what stories have you been having then while I try and work out this bastard password?
Oh, and then let me find it. We'll edit all this.
No. Cut it down. Oh no, hang on, I'm in. Here we go. We got one.
We've got one, have we?
We've got fucking one. Nicholas, we've got yours about Phoebe. I won't open it now. I'll save it for later. But thanks, Nicholas.
You want to save it and I'll read one of mine?
You read one of yours because you've actually bothered this week. I've done fuck all, so go on.
I mean, people have sent me this message and they haven't said whether they want it to be confidential or not. So
I think first names are fine, innit?
Well, I've got Corby's fur mum Amy here. So Corby's one of my brand reps who's a black pug. And she has wrote in and said to us, I'm going to put it in my posh speaking voice.
Don't change your fucking voice now.
By the way, before I read this out, I don't know if you realised, like when I listened back to this last week, when I listened to it, how northern we are.
I shout. I noticed that I shout.
I just didn't. Well, obviously I knew how northern I was, but we both sound so northern. I lived in London for about 16 years, so I did pick up a bit of a.
It's a long time, that.
It was a long time, yeah. I did pick up a posh twang.
What were you doing in London?
Fucking all sorts. I was a singer, and then I worked in a school. I mean, they let me in a school.
Is that before or after the charges were brought forward?
Special needs school. And
I can't. See, this is my time to shine now, and I can't because you fucking public fucking domain.
I know. And yeah, so anyway, and I did say to a few people, can you understand what we're saying? Because we're just so northern. Anyway, I'll just say it. Corby's fur mum Amy here. Corby acts like the biggest knob with his fluffy stuffed toys so much we've had to ban him from having any. He started acting like this, or he will start acting like this when he wants you to play with him, and then once you're holding the toy for him, he proceeds to shag the shit out of it. He doesn't shag his toys by himself or any other time, only with an assisted shagger, it seems. And then finally, when the toy is taken away, the knobbish shag behaviour, he decides to chase his own tail for hours on end. in protest.
So is he like a dog that needs an audience?
He obviously, yeah, he needs an audience, and he needs
a dogging.
he clearly needs egging on. Does he needs support.
Oh.
He needs moral support, bless him.
Oh.
I've never had that problem with Frank humping. Never. I mean, I've had the lipstick, obviously. I mean, we should talk about lipsticks. This is the lipstick show, but I've had to deal with the lipstick out, and I've had to deal with him jizzing everywhere.
Did I say that? I've not told that story on here. I've heard about still before he got his balls done.
No.
Oh, fucking hell. I thought he died. I shouldn't have dogs, should I? But, before he had his nads done, he's about 15, 16 months old. I don't know, it's about 1.5. He's not like a human child where they say he's 376 months old. He's about 1.5, so he's in his like peak teenage boy stage and stuff. And every time I was playing with Honey, it would escalate into like a bit of an assault, to put it politely. And I pulled him off. She was on the back, and I noticed she was like proper like going for it it was on her stomach, luckily, do you know what I mean? But I pulled him off, panicking. As I pulled him off, I thought his testicles had fell out, because it was like I've never seen a skinned elephant, but it looked like a skinned elephant. I was like, oh my god, what is that? So the vet's is only down the road from us, so I'm phoning the vet's. I'm crying, saying, oh my god, his testicles have fell out. And they were like, what was he doing? And then they were laughing down the phone at me, and they said, no, it's something to do with the glands or something, because I thought the willy was just the lipstick bit.
No, it's not.
No, it turns out to be that this big fucking literal cock and balls, you know what I mean? So I'm on the phone to the vet, fucking sobbing. They're laughing at me down the phone. The dog's on all fours, fucking like jizzing away on the carpet, looking fucking terrified, because he doesn't know what's happening. Fucking Honey's still on her back watching everything. Fucking. So I flipped him over, panicking to get him ready to the vet. I had a blanket and everything ready. I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to walk him to the vet. Fucking jizzing everywhere. Anyway, slip back in, and panic over. I saved myself a vet consultation fee. But apparently, I googled it. God, you know what? My search history on my laptop is fucking chronic.
Yeah, definitely going to register.
Oh, check the hard drive. But I checked on Google, and it's something called, what's it called? Fucking terrifying is what it's called. But they say something that it can, if it doesn't go back in, it can get like necrosis and stuff and all this bollocks, and you've got to put paste on it and things. But luckily,
hang on a minute, are you talking about when the penis won't go back in when it won't go back in?
Yeah, but it was like the whole thing. It wasn't just the lipstick. It was like I said, I thought it was his testicles that fell out, but apparently that's the willy as well.
Yeah, we I have that now, because Frank, I don't know if it's to do with his back leg's not working, but it happened for the first time, I think, about a couple of months ago. He was on the sofa, and then and his lipstick was out, and I thought, oh, he must just be, because sometimes if he's just happy and comfortable, it just pops out. I don't think, I've learned that it's not always because they're up for it. And I put him down, and he just couldn't walk at all. He just lost all control of his back end. And then I realized that like his knob was just stuck out. It just wouldn't go back in. I'm like, I was obviously having a breakdown like you. Like, I've rung the vets. I mean, they must get it all the time. And I'm like, it really won't go back in. They're like, well, what's he trying? Was he trying to do anything? I'm like, no, he's literally just sat watching. Yeah, I think he was just watching Coronation Street, if I'm honest.
To be fair, it's not even Deirdre Barlow anymore, is it? That's the fucking last time I watched it. Bloody hell.
And then I was then informed that you have to give them a hand job for it to go back in. There's other methods first, like take them outside, and sometimes the cold air will make it snap back in, but I think it had been out too long, so I'm since I then the next day had to go and buy some KY jelly from Superdog, and I thought, I'm not buying this for any sexual happiness in my life. I'm buying it to give my dog a hand job when his knob gets stuck out of his penis.
Oh my God.
And this is the reality of owning a dog, people. This is it.
Well, you've got to be like a reluctant sex offender, isn't it? I don't want to be doing this. Nobody does. No one's consented.
Well, you know, I just think because it did happen maybe a week ago, and I had to use my hands, and I think as long as you don't look them in the eye, it's like, don't look me in the eye, Frank. Just look the other way, and we'll get this over and done with. But generally, the taking him outside in the cold air usually pops it back in. But that's it, isn't it?
Oh, little love.
But I do think it's really funny. Like, there's on Instagram, there's like a thing like Tongue Out Tuesday and, you know, all that Throwback Thursday. Yeah. There is a Willy Out Wednesday hashtag. Sorry?
I went, is do?
Yeah, there is Willy Out Wednesday. We started getting involved in that.
I'm going to look on my phone because this sounds like fucking like kind of shite, this.
Honestly, and it's just hilarious because if you just look at I'm telling you to go and have a look at dogs' knobs here, but
I'm doing it now. Well, it upset me though.
Some of them are just ridiculous.
Willy Out Wednesday.
Willy Out, yeah. Willy with a Y, obviously.
This
Willy
doesn't sound legal.
Well, you know, all dogs, all breeds are getting involved in it, you know. I think some of them do wank. I know.
Why is Franky's Bowtique? Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 9th picture. Fucking is as well.
We get involved. I'm not, you know, we've been involved in it.
This works well over audio, doesn't it? Fucking someone looking at Instagram pictures of dogs' dicks.
Well, let's be honest with you. Everybody that's listening is now on their phones searching Willy Out Wednesday.
Hashtag Willy Out Wednesday. Oh, do you know what? There's been so much on my phone I could have put on that. Everything's content, in it. Fucking hell.
Everything is content. Oh. Everything is content.
Oh, I've missed it.
And anyway, so that's at least that's the dog's lipsticks covered.
To be fair, do you know when you see, everyone must do it, you know, when you meet a new dog?
Yeah.
And like the first question isn't it, oh, is it a boy or a girl? But then like you go and have a look anyway. It doesn't matter what answer they give you. You've got to witness them dogs' genitals for yourself.
Well, I try and look for the genitals first. Because I don't know what it is. I need to know what it is, what sex is the dog. You just need to know. Mainly because like sometimes I think I can tell. I think, oh, that looks like a girl, and then they turn around and they've got some hanging bollocks, and you think, oh Christ, how wrong I was on that.
Well, saying that, since Bistow's had his balls took off, the fucking flap of skin looks like a fucking fat fanny, like flapping about.
It's funny, isn't it, how they're just gone and there's just like a little bit of flappy skin.
I'd prefer his balls, you know. The vets lied because they said it'd shrink and go away, but it's not. It's just, no, I don't like it.
I think it takes a while.
Does it? Well, it's been a couple of months.
Don't quote me, I don't know. I just, I think it can take a while for it to shrink back in.
Do you ever get the urge to flick a dog's balls?
Yeah, I used to do that when Frank Petty had a nice little set of spuds.
Just want to flick. Can we say things like this? Does this not trigger some kind of phone call somewhere?
I'm telling you, somebody will have called somebody 20 minutes ago of this one.
Are we going to be allowed any more dogs?
We're not even going to be allowed on the internet anymore. We'll be in prison.
Well, no, but like I said before, my fucking search history as well for the basic bitch stuff. I'm going to be fucking took away.
But I've got another story here, and this is somebody called Neil.
Hi, Neil. I didn't say hi to the other one. Was it Amy?
Oh, the other one was Amy, yeah, with Kobe.
Hi, Amy.
So this is another humping story. Our Milo is 14 now, but has always kept guard on our bay window. When he was a young man, he had an affinity of getting rather amorous with his bed and his cuddly toys.
You were a teacher? When you said special needs school, do you mean you were fucking in it or were you teaching? Amateur. I've got a degree in writing, I can spell.
I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't even know I could read this well, if I'm honest.
You know what? You're doing brilliant. Go on, ignore me.
Without even preparing myself beforehand, I thought I would at least need to read through 10 times just so I've got all the big words in my head. And you nothing until leaving the house one day to look back and him giving it rock all to his cuddly rabbit for all the passers-by to see. I've never been so proud of my boy.
Great, go ahead, lad.
Oh, there we go. And then I'll have to read the other one because this is Charlotte Reader, and again, she hasn't said that she didn't want me to read her name out. This is just a quick one. My Labrador puppy eats shit straight from out of my Spaniel's arse.
Ooh, fresh from the source.
Exactly, fresh.
I've got 2 cats in Cattle and Flump, and the litter trays there are like an all-you-can-eat buffet for our 2. They just nip in and just fucking have a little snack as they go past. You know, like kids. Well, we're obsessed with kids. We ain't kids. We're obsessed with them, aren't we? But you know, like kids when they open the fridge up and all that, or even me when you open the fridge and you just get a little snack out. But I like Milo's one with the little red light district vibes and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you could do it, be public
window.
about it, you know, it's fine.
Oh, I've not been taking the dogs out for a walk, mainly because I couldn't be fucking bothered. But it's quite handy at this time, like when the weather's too hot and stuff, because you can just go, oh no, it's too hot. It's too hot. We can just do some enrichment. Then you just throw treats. You just throw treats around the house and go on, fucking find them. But I'm trying to socialise Bisto a bit more and stuff because at home he's so loving and things like that. But when I'm out, he's a fucking narc. And so I've took him into Wilkinson's just to do like odd little shopping that. And he goes in fucking kicking off and raging. It's like taking an angry kite out for a walk. He's just fucking fuming at everyone. He's like fucking, I don't know. I think I might take him to dog training or something. I don't know, but you can't. I don't know. I don't know what training would do for him though, because he's just inherently fucking fed up. Counselling, taking for counselling or something.
Taking him for counselling, yeah. Do you not have a dog? Do you not have? Isn't like you got a dog park or anything?
Yeah, it was me that set the fucker up. Fucking hell. Yeah, through COVID, we had a local park. It had been regenerated over 5 years or something because United Utilities have basically stuck all the shite underneath it. And we go, but look, we will pollute your area and spout all fucking diarrhea through into your coastal park, but we'll put some swings on top and a bit of a grassy area. So I got involved setting up like the like dog walking and dog events and stuff like that and things, and yeah, but no, I'd just love to work with dogs, you know, like.
I know, it's the dream, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like I'm not qualified in anything. I can't be asked going out for walks all the time, so I couldn't really be a dog walker. I can't drive, so I couldn't even pick the fuckers up. Yeah, I think if I worked with dogs though, I wouldn't want to give them back. I don't know. I'd get fucking pulled for kidnapping or something.
I mean, I won't keep going on about it, but once again, we went for a walk on Sunday and I walked past this lady and it was a long straight road, so we could see her coming up, because you always see the dog first, don't you? And then I can't take my eyes off the dog. I'm like, I keep looking at the dog because you think, for me, I wait for that opening. I wait for that sort of, you know, you get that.
It's done that noise again, like farting. You sure you're not farting away?
No, it's in my chair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's my chair.
But you know when you see a dog and you're just waiting for that sort of, well, you can come and say hello if you want. So either the dog will, you try and look at the dog to make them come to you, so that gives you or you wait for the owner to smile, so that gives you the, because some people are rude as fuck and they don't want you touching their dogs. But anyway, it was a bearded collie. My auntie breeds those. They're beautiful dogs. And
why haven't you got one?
Because they're so big and hairy, I just can't cope. I couldn't cope with it.
I don't know, you cut me a fanny through the fucking winter months, I think.
And as we were getting closer and closer, it had just had a big shit on the floor and she was gearing up, and she was gearing up to pick it up. And I think I do the same thing. I wait until there's nobody around before I pick the dog shit, because I don't want anyone to see me picking the shit up. And I just walked past it and thought, thank God that's not my dog shit. It was awful. It was fucking loads. It literally dumped on the pavement a ton of shit.
Dump truck. I hate it when people fucking watch you and wait for you to pick the shit up, and you fucking stood there like fucking.
Yes.
I was gonna pick it up anyway, but now you're watching me and expecting me to. I'm fucking not going to. Well, I will, because I'll always fucking pick it up. But you feel like selling tickets to a fucking show, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell, I'll take bookings next time if you want to come to the matinee. Oh yeah, come to the chatinee.
I don't know about you, but Brenda, when she has a shit, she fires it. She kicks, because they kick back when they've had a shit.
Oh
she
yeah,
fires
gosh,
it,
yeah.
And she's got about a 95% accuracy with her aim. So if you're standing behind her, there's a high chance you're going to get that kicked right on you.
Get shit in the eye.
And she doesn't give a shit. Literally, no pun intended. She gives no shits. And speaking of shit, so again, this is like something that could only happen to, it's not really that, maybe you just had to have been there. This might be a boring story, you might need to cut this out. But so I was in the backyard doing one of my Friday dances, and if you don't know what that means, go and look on my Instagram. I do a dance every Friday on my Instagram called Friday Feeling, where I dance in various costumes, and none of it makes any fucking sense.
Do you know what, Kerry, though? Oh God,
yeah.
Fucking hell, Jesus, that's me demons. That's me and the demons that fucking coming out and fucking recording. I'm quite public's not the word, but with the state of my mental health and stuff. But I think you need to fucking admit that you're not fucking well. Who the fucking bastard hell fucking gets dressed every Friday afternoon in a fucking costume, sings and dances, films themselves?
I haven't been fucking well since I was about 5 or 6 either. It's not normal behaviour. I know.
Is this how it comes out?
My release. It's my fucking release. Anyway, so I was running around the fucking house in dressed like ready for a carnival, and there was fucking sequins dropping off all over the place and glitter and bits of fucking tints, and I thought, I better start picking all this up, because if Frank starts eating it, then they start shitting all that out. It's fine, but obviously I think tinsel's poisonous anyway. So I was I was picking up the bits in one hand, and then out the corner of my eye I could see that Frank was getting ready to shit on the floor. And obviously, going back to our last episode, if I don't get to him quickly, he's either going to fall in it, or obviously it's just going to go on the floor, and that's fine. But somehow there was I found a shit bag on the table, so I got that. Bear in mind, I've still got one hand full of glitter, sequins and tinsel, and I have a shit bag in the other hand. And Frank was like, I managed to somehow because I've got to lean him up against my legs so that he's got something to hold on to, kind of thing. And then I have to get the bag to his ass and stimulate him to help him get it out, whilst I'm still holding the glitter and shit in my hand, by the way. You gotta picture it. And then I managed to get to him in time, and then he did a shit in the bag with my hand on the bag. And then when he sort of toggled off, I thought, in one hand I've got a bag of shit, and in the other hand I've got a fucking party going on in my other hand. And I just thought, well, that's perfect. I'll just tip that into the shit. Literally put the glitter and the sequins in the bag with the shit. Job's a good one.
Hey, do you know what? That's echoing bad, you know. Is it echoing on yours? It's echoing really bad. Is it echoing on your side?
No, it just keep cutting out though.
So you could set it in resin and fucking sell it to people.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. It's just, hang on, yeah. Echo. No, it's fine now. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
I think I know what's happening. I think the fucking MI5 tapped into this conversation.
You know what? We'll have said it. We'll have said a trigger word. We'll have said something that's fucking triggered it off. Terrorism. What else does it do that triggers? I don't know. What other trigger words do they do? I don't know.
Probably bombing.
You know what?
Kids,
I'd be a fucking. Well, I thought I was being a fucking boss spy the other day. The neighbours over at road were kicking off. So you know you do that whole fucking super secret stealth spy thing of like peeping through the blinds side on.
yes.
Like a tiny millimetre cap and all that. So I'm trying to listen in and all that. And fucking Honey shoves her head through and starts kicking off at him. They've all looked up at me to see where the barking's coming from. So I've had to kind of just go like, oh, yeah. Yeah, right. I couldn't pretend to be cleaning your windows because it's like fucking 10 o'clock at night, you know what I mean? So I couldn't even like get out and fucking, but no, fucking, yeah. That's my spy career over with.
I think that's all on my agenda covered. Week 2, biscuits, dog lipsticks, the shit and the glitter, Frank's dummy. We've done biscuits. So, knob of the week. Well, knob of the week is obviously Kobe.
What? Kobe, you're winning fuck all because budget's shit at the minute. So
yeah, once we've got our sponsorship, I'll yeah.
No, I can send Kobe some stuff that's going out of date if you want. You want some out of date rabbit ears, Kobe? If you get ill, don't fucking come back at me. Disclaimer.
Do you, whenever you see a dog, like this is going back to what I was saying about that bit in college, you ever look at them and like, do you ever believe that you can telepathically like tell them that you love them?
I don't believe it. I know it. We've got a connection.
Yeah. I always just think that I'm thinking to them, I've got a dog as well. Like I'm a dog person. I'm one of you. I'm a dog person.
I hate though fucking people that come up to Bistock, like, because basically he's a bit of a nervous dog and that one out, and they'll come up to him and going, "Oh no, it's okay. I'm a dog person. He'll like me." Like, no, he fucking won't.
All right then, let's watch him bite. Let's watch him bite your fucking face off, and then we'll see if you're a dog person.
Do you know what? I get to the point where no, I don't know why I'm doing that. I cry. I cry when I like, and I say what it is. The only thing I can relate it to is, you know, women like with you get that certain type of person where they're desperate for a baby and like they'd rob a baby out of a pram, that kind of thing. I'm like that, but with dogs. And
yeah, I'm exactly the same. It must be the same feeling. It must be.
I cry. I'll cry and stuff. There was a dog. Was it last week? I think. It was a puppy, Cloud. She's called, and I know Cloud's mum, and I didn't notice her in the streets at first because I'm in your little world sometimes. And she said, "Oh, do you want to see the puppy?" And I started crying and everything. I just get so overwhelmed with. Don't know what it is. Have you noticed though, like a lot of dog people do have an aversion to human children?
Yeah.
And stuff. It's strange, that, isn't it?
Yeah. It must be like I've never ever had that maternal feeling about children. They do nothing for me. I just see them and I just have got no emotional connection to a child. I just can't. Yet you give me a dog, I'm there on it. I'm the same, emotional, you know, I worry about Frank all the time, and I worry about Brenda, and I'm like, Christ.
I reckon I'd start lactating me, you know, if there's enough puppies in the room, like I'd just start fucking developing milk for them and everything, just like fucking.
Oh, God. I think that was, somebody did that, didn't they? I'm sure I saw a story of a woman breastfeeding a pug.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm sure I am. I'm going to Google that, but I'm sure that was a thing.
Don't Google it, not after fucking all the shit we've been searching for today.
It was either, I can't imagine it was China because they don't.
A pug wouldn't latch on, not with that face. Why am I thinking about a dog on it? Oh, no thanks. I love dogs, but no.
No, there's a line, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely sure that was a thing, but oh God, I know we go to this Greek island every year, and they have it's called Skiathos.
I love how you say it so casually. Are the both selling well, Kerry?
Well, they have a dog shelter there,
Oh.
and we go there. You can walk the dogs. It's like a thing. It's very popular. It's lovely, actually. But the first time we went, I just couldn't cope. And I thought like I was so excited about going and like walking a dog. It was just, I don't know, it was just so exciting because there's not many like excursions on that island. It's like, that's one of the best things that you can do anywhere.
It's a bit of a shit island when it's only highlighted fucking abandoned dogs that no one fucking wants.
I know. And you just see all the little faces in the cages, and they're like, it's just, you want to take them all home. It just kills me.
Do you know,
I can't cope.
It reminds me, I think this is where my dog obsession stems from. Fucking hell, this is unlatching a lot of fucking memories. My mum used to take me to the local dog homes to go around and have a look and pretend we were getting a dog, and then we'd come home without a dog.
Oh my God, I couldn't cope with that. We had a family, do you know what? We had a family dog when I was little. I think I must have been about 5 or 6 when we got him. His name was Jasper. And well, I think I was too young and I didn't really appreciate the excitement of having a dog. It's not really a thing in my mind that makes me think of happy times. All I remember of him was he was a black and white scruffy mongrel. He had a brown eye and a blue eye. And
I've got that. It's called it's called, well, I've got partial heterochromia, but it's called heterochromia. That science.
Well, there you go.
He might have been deaf.
Yeah, probably was deaf, little bastard. It used to fucking get out. It used to go missing for days. It would just escape from the house and he'd be gone. Because we lived in the middle of like countryside, like fields and farms and shit, and he would just go missing for days on end, and then he would just turn up. He'd just fucking turn up. And I remember like that. These are my memories of him all. Like he used to just like, I don't know. Anyway, we had to get one day he went missing, and that was the end of it. And then just thought, this is it. He's definitely gone this time. And then somebody had said to me, Mum, we've just seen, I'm sure we've just seen Jasper going up the street with a family and a kid.
Oh, sure.
And anyway, we've managed to find out where it was. Bear in mind this point, like now I'm like, we're all like, my mum works full time, my brother's grown up now, I'm now like 15, 16. And anyway, we went to this house and we went in there, and then there's this little girl, like she was only about 6 or 7. Anyway, the fucking dog was under the table. Did it fucking come out? No, it didn't. It did not. And we just thought, you know, the kindest thing now is just to leave him here, because we were just too busy for him. Life just got too crazy. But I don't know, I think it was as I got a bit older, the desire of wanting one. But the funny thing is, actually, at the moment, I'm getting memories pop up on my Facebook because it's coming up to Frank's Gotcha Day, so all like the puppy pictures from the breeder and stuff that they were sending me keep popping up on my phone, and it makes me really laugh about how we got Frank, because I was with my ex at the time, and I won't mention his name because no doubt
because he's a bastard.
Well, he's probably listening to this like some nosy fuck.
You're a bastard.
No, he wasn't really a bastard, but
I'll say he was.
Yeah, no, but so he was the first boy I ever moved in with, and instantly in my fantasy head it was like, right, this must be the time of getting a dog. This must be it, because years leading up to it, I honestly, it was constantly on my mind. I really want a dog, and it was getting like, it must be like how women get when they want a baby. I just couldn't bear it any longer. I just needed to have a dog. And we moved into this flat, and he wasn't like against having a dog. It was just like, it was always going to be when the time was right. And then one day he just said, and I can't remember the whole sentence, I remember the key words of what he said, and then maybe we can have a dog. I can't remember what was said before and after it. I just heard, and then maybe we can have a dog. The next day, I fucking put a deposit down on a puppy that I hadn't even gone to see. put a deposit down on Frank. He'd literally been born like 2 days. I'd put a bloody deposit down. Anyway, he came home. I was like, right, I'll put the deposit down. He's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Anyway, and that's how I came to get him, because I just thought, right, this is it.
Oh, little love.
This is my chance of getting a dog, and it was just the best thing. It really was the best thing.
Oh, I think I was about 8 or 9 when I got Major, my first dog. Well, my first and last dog before getting Honey when I was bloody 30 odd. And I'd been desperate for a dog since I was a kid. I'd collect all. Remember Puppy? Was it Puppy in Your Pocket or Puppy in My Pocket?
Yeah.
Do you remember? I collected all them. I'd collect dog ornaments. I'd fucking dog mad. And I used to beg all the time for. Like I said, my mum used to take me to fucking dogs home for fucking. Fuck knows what that was all about. Fucking days out to the dogs home. But it got to a point where my dad was so. Looking back, they must have been skint and couldn't afford the fucking dog. Do you know what I mean? And my dad was right. It's me or a dog, and I couldn't understand the question. I was like, well, how fucking stupid? Why the fuck would a dog? Do you know what I mean? It was an so there must have been marital problems as well at home. When I look back, it was. When I look back, there must have been a lot going on. Anyway, I got a dog. Well, at first I think it was going to be a Kern Terrier puppy. My mum took me to some. Looking back, it must have been a fucking puppy farm. Do you know what I mean? Fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But to me, in my head, it was a big farmhouse and stuff, and he just brought out these puppies one by one. So it's just dodgy to start with because you didn't see the mum and dad. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
As a 9-year-old little girl, you're fucking off your tits that someone's bringing puppies out to fucking choose from.
But it probably wasn't even a big deal back then, like it is now. We weren't more aware of what all that means now.
But it's fucking sick, innit? But anyway, so I picked the dog. And then a couple of days later, I'm walking home from school, primary school, and my mum pulls up in the car and she says, do you want the dog? I think it was 2 weeks, it was going to be ready or something. Do you want the dog in 2 weeks or do you want one tomorrow? And I was like, I want one tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then, so I don't know what had gone on in the background, but ended up with a Westie called Major anyway.
Right.
I was one of them... You'd never have guessed it, but I was one of them kids that hung around with a dinner lady at school. That was me. And fuck knows what her name was now. But I just walked round at dinner time with her, and I said, "Oh, I'm getting a dog." And she said, "Why don't you call him Major?" So I called him. I fucking don't know why, but anyway, Westie called Major. And when I got to about 18, and it was the whole usual. I was itching to leave home. I'd fucking been itching since about 12 to fucking go. And so I'd got a bit detached from Major as well. Do you know what I mean? Even though he was like my best mate, so I just didn't want to deal with him either. But one day I'd stroked him. I stroked the side of his neck, and it felt like a golf ball. Like, oh my god, what's that? No one else had noticed it. And he went into the vets and stuff, and he went to get a biopsy done. And I remember going up into my loft bedroom because I was like fucking emancipated from the fucking household. I hated it. And I remember our Major, he was sitting there at the bottom of the stairs with his little stick. The stitching looked like a little fanny how they'd done it. That's all I could remember. And he was looking up at me, and I couldn't bear to go near him because I knew he would die. You know what I mean? And I'm getting upset now because he was looking at me, wondering why I'd changed. So I'm getting upset now. He was wondering why I wasn't just stroking him. Do you know what I mean? And I remember that. But then he got put down then, and that's the last thing I remember of him. This fucking dog that I fucking loved. I ignored him because I couldn't face it, and then the poor bastard's looking up at me to say, "What have I done?"
Oh fucking hell! Is this what we're ending? Is this what we're ending it all on?
Well, do you know what really fucking gets me? That where the people say when dogs start going deaf, they just think you've stopped talking to him. That fucking gets me fucking howling. That.
Oh God! No.
Fucking. Oh Jesus Christ! Fucking, I'm on edge of a fucking cliff with that one. It fucking kills me.
Oh Christ Almighty!
Everyone fucking love your dogs dead hard. It don't fucking matter because they don't know. You know what I mean? If you're taking them vets for get put down and all that shit, they don't know. Do you know what I mean? So just fucking go in with them and shit. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Tell you what, you can tell I've been upset today. I've left me bloody biscuits.
I've left 4 for later when we have our tea.
What are you having for tea?
I'm nice like that.
What are you having for tea?
I don't know yet. I don't even know what we've got in. Probably fucking chicken steaks to go in the oven.
Oh, hey, good on you. I love it when dogs have meal plans and stuff, you know. I might start doing that.
Yeah, my dog's meals fucking planned out better than my own.
Fucking love it. I'm just grieving our major now. Fucking hell. I'll have to get another dog to fill the void.
Have to get another one, yeah. I'd love another one. I just want that life where you can just have a little farm, nothing massive, just some animals, some dogs.
Yeah.
I just want like a couple of llamas, you know, maybe a sheep.
All right, you've gone from having 3 dogs to fucking.
Yeah, no, I want dogs. I want some chickens roaming around. I want, yeah, just like animals that you can just rehome and then just let them wander around. And
I'd love that, you know.
That's my life. That's what I'm going for.
What I'd love to, like, in the real world, what I'd love to eventually do a little dog daycare sleepover, hotel kind of thing. Because where I live is it's literally down the road from the beach. You come out the back and you're up the high street and there's the beach and things. You can take them onto the beach and things, and it's dead close to Blackpool. So if there was people on holiday in Blackpool, they could just fucking drop the fuckers off here. Do you know what I mean? And
you know what I'd be so scared about? I'd be so scared about something happening to them. Do you remember a couple of years ago when that woman had all those Frenchies and pugs in the back of a van and they all died?
No, what the fuck?
I can't remember where that was, and then for some reason I've got.
It's not like when you forget your shopping after being in Iceland, is it? It's all defrosted.
Well, it was all dodgy. It was all fucking dodgy. She reckoned. I can't remember the ins and outs of it now. It was either something like they all died of heat stroke, but she tried to say they'd been nicked or something, and they were. I don't know. It was really, really weird. Really, it was a really awful, dodgy story. It was all Frenchies and pugs. It was really awful.
Do you know what? I share my fucking future dreams with you and all 7 people listening, and then you go, nah, Kelly, you'll have the fuckers dead, don't bother. Mind you know the way I carry on with them, yeah, like I said, with the fucking him falling asleep on the couch and all that, yeah.
It's difficult because obviously with Frank's problems.
Yeah, they won't want to know, will they, with him being the pooing and that.
But you know what? I don't know why if anyone's listening, I don't know why nobody's jumped on that. Why is nobody doing that? I know sometimes like vet nurses do it, but why isn't there a service? Why isn't somebody cashing in on that?
For disabled dogs?
Well, dogs that have special needs.
Oh, you could get like a comfy bus and everything, fucking.
I think they do, but see the problem with Frank is Frank's main problem is the toileting.
Yeah.
The rest of it's easily managed, but
do you know why I think it's not being done as much as it should be? It'll be insurance.
Yeah, probably that as well.
Because you've got to be council approved and all this bollocks to do it, which is fair enough, and insured correctly. And if your insurance company's not going to do sick and disabled animals, if you're not first aid for it, you know what I mean? There's a lot in. Yeah, I don't think it would be.
It's hard. It is hard, and obviously, like I will do right by Frank, but obviously, I don't want to feel guilty for also wanting a life as well.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the hard thing. Yeah.
But obviously, you know, I've got Frank till the very end. I'm not gonna just give him up because I want a fucking holiday. But
because I just want to go shots.
Just I got shots, but I swear to God, like. If anything happened to him and I was aware, I would never ever forgive myself.
But I think that's why a lot of people don't do the boarding as well then for disabled dogs, is the fact that if anything did happen, imagine all of, like, I think it is all insurance and paperwork, because it's
it probably is, but the problem with Frank, it's not unlikely that something would happen. You know, like some people would say, oh, nothing will happen, it'll be all right, but with Frank, it's the chance that something probably could happen. It's just even like if somebody doesn't fully understand what they're doing with it, expressing him, and they're not realizing that maybe he's got an infection or a UTI or he's blocked, and you know, then you know, whatever comes with that. So
you know what you could do? You know them Ronald McDonald houses? Just dress him up. Just dress him up in a pair of little toddler jeans and stuff. Shave him down.
Yeah.
Fucking put a little cap on him. Send him to Ronald McDonald House. Fucking get seen to you there.
It's funny when we're out because it's people's reactions, because it's normal for me now. But you know, people like look at him, you know, like as if, oh, what's wrong with him? And Frank's like literally legging it across the field. I'm like, there's fuck all wrong with him. Look at him, not just because he's in wheels. Oh. He's quite bad at the moment, actually. He's pretty much now like, because he would waddle around the house. We've got carpets everywhere. We've had to make like runways everywhere, so he stays on the carpet. But now he's like, he just getting himself up on all fours is becoming so hard for him. So he's just, I think because it's slow degenerative, like obviously he's losing muscle and the ability to walk on all fours. I think he's just slowly learning to adapt with it. So it's not like a massive shock to his system, but I think now he's just realizing that it's more hassle for him to stand himself up than it is to just drag himself around.
Yeah,
so
he's just
but obviously now, because he's doing that, the more he's dragging himself around, the less he's getting on his feet. So yeah, it's and I know like what's coming because I've done so much research and I'm in this group, this wheelie pug group, so I am aware of the stages. But what's really weird is I think I've been in like a bit of denial for like so many years when we've been like going through this, that now seeing him dragging himself around kind of making, now I'm getting upset. But it's actually making it real. But it's
the dignity for them as well, isn't it? It's when
I think for me, when I look at him at the moment, he's still really happy. And that's
it's hard for pugs though, because they're either permanently happy or fuming. You know what I mean? They're never.
Yeah. But I think the minute that I see that it's becoming a chore.
Yeah. There's that thing, isn't it, where they say it's better to be a week early than a week late.
Yes.
And I did that with a kitten. God love her. Fucking, I should have just fucking done it when I seen it. And it got to the stage where she was waking up in her own shit and she was weak as fuck and she collapsing and everything. And I kept her going. Even the vets were saying, bring, you know, it's time. And I said, oh no, just try something else. And they gave her steroids and they were like, no, this is not going to make her better.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where they were giving us special food and they only gave me a week's worth. And I went, oh, I'll buy the month's worth. I've got the money to get the month. And they just went,
oh.
And they went, just try the week, see how you get on.
Oh, God.
Fucking fat fuckers, you fucking got through the month, didn't you? The fucking money grabbing. But it's not the point, you know what I mean? The fucking no. I think she did about 2 or 3 weeks past.
Yeah.
But I should have let her go, and it's when it becomes selfish, isn't it?
I know.
They don't know any different. They're going to sleep. They're not gonna. You want the last day to be the happy rather than.
I've only gone through it once, and I didn't know anything about it. Never experienced it before. I didn't know anything about it because it was. And when it happened, it was sudden. It was a bulldog. I got stung by a puppy farm with a bulldog. He was only 9 months old, bless him. And the end of it was, we took him in after like it was. I was going to the vets every other day. It was arse raping me for money. It was fucking awful. And we all just agreed like on this last. I wasn't even going there thinking it was going to happen, but he just said to me, look, there really isn't any more we can do. And what kills me is that I walked him in. It's not like he was head on the floor, you know, like at death's door, how you think.
Yeah.
He walked him in, he would have just thought, oh, we're here again. He was alert, he was looking around, he just didn't have that look of a sick dog that you think was about to be put to sleep. And you just think, oh my God. And the whole thing was horrific, but the only thing that you can take comfort in is that it's over literally within a second. It's so quick.
I've not managed to get in with the kitten. It was COVID, so they wouldn't let me in.
Right, okay.
But no, at least he was happy, as well as happy as you can be when you're not well. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah, I know. I just think, but it doesn't fit well in your mind, because you think if you take them in and they're like lifeless and they're sick looking, at least then it gives you some.
You feel like you've done all you can.
Yeah, well, you feel like, well, they're real. But when you take them in and they're all bushy eyed and alert and sort of, with it, you think, how is, you can't make the connection that now is the time. It's like, if I take Frank, like now, if I took Frank in now,
Yeah.
the vets are sort of ready. They've been ready for like a year. They've been telling me for a year it's time to put him down. But honestly, like, you see him like on my Instagram and stuff, it's definitely not time. I'm not being selfish, but I just think, God, it might, but then this group that I'm in, a lot of them in there keep them alive for so long with this condition, and literally they're in nappies, they're positioned in special pillows to keep, because they just lose their front legs, their back legs, they can't move, they can't walk. And I just think that can't be fun for the dog. That there's got to be a quality of life. You've got. I know we treat them like babies. I know that, but you've got to draw the line. And I know it's difficult, but you've got to draw the line.
They could just send him to a sleepover to my house on the couch, and I could just roll onto him and think I fucking killed him. I could just stay laying on him, just to bring it back around, like I say.
Yeah.
But okay, now. Well, that was a nice episode, wasn't it?
I tell you what, this is going to turn into like a therapy session, isn't it, for us two?
Dead dogs and that.
Dead dogs. We're going to have to think. You're going to think of something funny to call this one. I'll let you deal with it.
Could call it Dead Good.
Dead Good. I think we should say, well, thanks for joining us again. And
hope your dogs survive another week.
Hope you and your dogs.
I don't mean Frank. I'm not cursing Frank. Kerry,
and everyone's dogs, and we hope that Kelly's dogs are still with us next week.
Yeah. After another fucking. Oh God! I'll tell you the time. I'll tell you next week if our honey, when I'm not long had it, she fucking threw herself out the fucking bedroom window onto the concrete driveway. Fucking hell.
Yeah, save it for episode 3.
Yeah.
Is it episode 3 or series 3? What is it?
Episode is your singular little things, and a series is a block of episodes in it.
Right.
Yeah. I did media studies A level. Fuck off.
There you go. Well, there you go. I was going to be a midwife, so I'm fucked. I don't know.
What possessed you?
I don't know.
Head full of fanny. Fuck that. It's an important job and stuff, but fucking hell, who fucking decides?
It's not for me. It's not for me.
I don't like putting a tampon in. That fucking terrifies me. Do you know what I mean? Oh no. No thanks.
Right, fuck off then. I'm going to take the dogs out.
All right, I'm not. Can't be asked. Right, bye then. Tra.
Bye, Tra.
See you later.